Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at these LA Chargers, champions of the AFC, making just their second Super Bowl appearance. And first, of course, since the move back to Los Angeles. And coincidentally, trying to be the second consecutive LA team to win a title.
And they are certainly hoping that this game works out better than their first Super Bowl appearance. A 23-point loss to San Francisco in Super Bowl 29.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for second all-time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl 45. Aaron Rodgers leading them over the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you talk about titles, and you mentioned Titletown, they've won 13 championships overall when you count all the NFL titles prior to the Super Bowl era as well. So this is a town that's used to winning, and they expect to win this one as well.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Play of the drive, loss 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. It's a close game here early on. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 39, Rodgers. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 78 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down and 4. Rodgers, the left side completion to Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Brings up 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Watkins. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Part Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. The kick by Crosby is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Charger drive about to get going. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Herbert's throw taken in by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Herbert throwing again. Caught left side, Williams. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams, a 22-yard touchdown, Brown. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Completes it again to Doubs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And again, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become three. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
An inside give to Jones. He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. From the 45 on 2nd down. Herbert. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Just 1 more quarter remains in the season-long race for the... First downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Here's Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
But he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
17 more yards. That's another Chargers.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Makes the score. Packers 20, Chargers 17.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aiden Hutchinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll go with Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And some room to maneuver. 132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it's Rodgers.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. He's got room at the 30.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A give to Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.